Here are the best 3 bets for the MLB today on this beautiful start to the week on this Monday. Last video, not so great. We're going to leave that one in the rear view mirror and start this week fresh. We're going to win a bunch of bets here. I'm back in the studio. We're ready to roll. Let's get into the picks, but before we do, make sure you subscribe and turn those post notifications on so you get notified when these picks drop, because as we can see, these lines move throughout the day, right? And we want to make sure that we're getting the best value we can on each bet. So if you have those notifications on, you'll get these picks right when we drop them. And so you can get the exact value that I see when I'm making these picks on the board. So make sure you subscribe, like the video. If you do enjoy these, let's get into the picks. Our first pick, Bryan Woo over 5.5 strikeouts at about minus 118 odds. You can find it at minus 105 on some books, but in general, we're going to be getting that around minus 115, minus 120. Make sure you are line shopping because you want to make sure that every single bet you place pays out as much as possible. Squeeze as much value out of every bet as you can. And the best way to do that is to find the best odds across all the sports books that you have access to. And the best way to do that is using OddsJam. There's a link down below to get you a 7-day free trial and also a 90-day money-back guarantee. So if you try this out and you don't like it, you can get all of your money back. But yeah, basically OddsJam, like you can see on my screen here, I'm in Canada, so I see all of these Canadian books, and it tells me exactly which book you can get the best value on. So for me, I would definitely place this bet on Sports Interaction, the sports book in Canada, because I'm getting minus 105 when all these other books are giving me worse odds, right? So that's why it's so important. And another thing you can do, you can actually change your location. So if I want to show you American odds, which I'm trying to do more and more now because I recognize that a lot of you are from America, but on FanDuel, you can get even money, right? So make sure you're line shopping because you can totally change your payouts and make you 10, 15% more profitable just by doing that. So Bryan Woo over 5.5, couple reasons why. Number one, he's 3 for 5 on the season getting over this. He's averaging 6.4 strikeouts per game. And he's facing the Giants, and the Giants are 4th worst in the league striking out versus right-handed pitchers. So the 4th most, right? They strike out a ton. And also Bryan Woo is in the top 4% in the league for strikeouts per inning. So it makes a lot of sense. He's a strikeout pitcher. The Giants are not good against right-handed pitchers. They strike out a lot. And Bryan Woo's 3 for 5 on the season already. And so it makes a lot of sense to take his over at about even money, around minus 115, probably if you don't have very many sports books. But if you do, line shop to get that even money on FanDuel. Second pick here, Julio Teheran under 2.5 earned runs at about minus 125 average odds. You can find it at minus 110 on BetUS, but in general, about minus 125 for this one. And it's really quite simple here. He's had 7 starts. He's 6 for 7 going under this. So his implied odds technically should be minus 615. Obviously, his last start, he got absolutely lit up by the Mets, but he gave up 4 home runs, and that was a bad start. I look to see him bounce back today, and he's facing the Cubs, right? So Cubs are about a middle of the pack offense here, and there really shouldn't be a whole lot of runs scored in this game as a whole. And I like Teheran to stay under the 2.5. He should go, about 6 innings. And I like to see him under the 2.5. As you can see, hit all of his games except for last game. He's gone under this. So we got to keep with the trend. It really should be way more favored for him to go under. The fact that you can find this at minus 110 is kind of a joke in my eyes. It should be minus 150. So if you can get that value, take it for sure. If not, I would still take it all the way up to minus 135. But yeah, make sure you're line shopping to get the best value. But yeah, second pick, Teheran under 2.5 earned runs. Third and final pick here, Tyler Wells over 5.5 strikeouts. Again, around minus 125 average odds, but we can find it for minus 110. And this one is, again, quite simple. Wells is a strikeout pitcher. He's covered this 63% of the time this season for implied odds of minus 170. and we can get him at minus 125, right? So immediately right there is a discrepancy between what the implied odds are and what he's done over the season and what they're offering us today. And the best part, he has faced the Yankees twice already this season, and he has covered both times. He had 8 here, and another time he had 6, right? So he's covered the 5.5 twice against the Yankees, and he's covered literally his last 10 games, he's 80%, right? So he has kind of the first half of his season versus the second half. There's a clear difference, and Wells has been ramping up his strikeouts. He's facing a team that he has covered this line against already twice this season. I love him to go over this 5.5, so lock him in at about minus 125 for our third and final pick. So there it is, tail or fail, straight bet parlay. You decide. I'm feeling a 3 for 3. I said that last time, and I don't know about that, but I really do feel good about these picks here. I would recommend parlaying them together because we're going to get some good value on that, but also definitely make sure you straight bet, because a 2-in-1 day is a profitable day, and you don't want to just, you don't want to go down swinging just because you only parlayed. So I'd always recommend to straight bet them as well. That's how we're keeping track of the bets on our tracker to see how we're doing with these units here. Is we're putting 1 unit on each bet as well, not just a parlay. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe for more, like the video. It really does help us out, and we'll see you guys next time.